This episode of the BadKidCast has been brought to you by Mayor45. That's MAROR45 on YouTube. Now, guys, go to his channel and check him out. Subscribe. We haven't had a sponsor in a while, Blade.
No, we have not.
But this dude's channel is pretty fucking cool. He does a lot of vlogs. He talks about a lot of different like personal life stories and stuff. Interesting stuff. I actually got addicted to the moving to the house one. I really got captivated by that one. But he also does FIFA. He's a British lad. Good presentation, young YouTuber, and I think he's going to blow up and be something awesome one day. So check him out. YouTube.com/MAROR45.
Tell him the BadKidCast sent you.
Yeah, spam that shit on his channels. That's it.
Let's go.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm KillerKeemstar, and I'm here with...
OnlyusemeBlade.
This is the BadKidCast, the audio cast that you listen to
while you game.
We are available on Stitcher. We are available on SoundCloud. We're available on Spreaker. We're available on iHeartRadio, and we are available on the one and only iTunes. So... wherever you're listening to us at the BadKidCast, let us know via Twitter. And one thing you've been letting us know nonstop is what is that, Blade? What have they been letting us know?
Oh, when's the next BadKidCast?
When's the next BadKidCast, guys? What is it?
Okay, listen. We put this out as we go along. We're not Netflix. We're not Orange is the New Black, where we release like 8 episodes for you to marathon. Because I think that's what people want to do. People keep on telling me they go on a trip and they want to... Keem, I forgot to talk about our sponsor.
What sponsor?
Gamer Chalk.
Gamer Chalk? What the fuck is that?
Well, when gamers play, their hands get sweaty. And so Gamer Chalk XP is this new company where it's almost like the stuff they put on NBA players, like when LeBron throws it up in the air.
Yeah.
I'm completely fucking with you. There's no such thing. I just thought that would be ridiculous.
I thought for sure there was such a thing called Gamer's Chalk.
There's no Gamer Chalk.
I'm like, they sponsored us? I didn't even get the paycheck. Like,
right?
Don't I normally handle the money? Look at Blade. Look at things are changing on the show. Speaking about, like, we need a manager for this show. Like, Jamie, like, you're the only fucker I trust to do this show.
All right.
Come back, you fuck.
I remember how heartbroken she was about the one. Remember the time when we got we were going to the movies?
Yeah.
And we got the one sponsor, which was just some kid that paid $50 to troll us, to sponsor a racist website.
No, we didn't know it. It was called like Monkey Chew or some shit. I don't know what it was. If I didn't know it by heart, I wouldn't tell you because I don't want to promote the fucking site.
Exactly.
But anyhow, like, we're reading through the sponsors, and this is when, okay, Jamie was good because Jamie would like handle all the sponsors, and like we would just get a list of what we need to promote, and we would briefly like look over the stuff. Unless if it was a YouTube channel, we'd actually watch a couple videos. But if it was something else, we would just look at it because
we were promoting people's Instagrams,
their Twitter, whatever.
Some people's just websites of like art. It was cool.
By the way, we still do, real quick before we get into the story, we still do that. So if you want to sponsor an episode of the BadKidCast, our prices haven't changed in 2 years.
Bam.
It's only $50 to shout out your website, your Twitter, your Instagram, whatever the fuck, whatever you got going on that you want us to send traffic to. $50. That's it.
Bam.
So anyhow, Jamie gives us this list, and I'm like, go check out Monkey Chew. It's a great time for the community to go check out monkeys and what monkeys are up to.
When he was reading it, like he read the first part of it, he's just like, it's an alert system for when monkeys are on the street or some shit like that.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, like, and go see them.
I was just like, I was laughing. I was like, what? Like, okay, in my mind, right, I was thinking like, these motherfucking animal nuts have lost their mind. Mm-hmm. Like there's some type of animal loving like website where they would just like track like monkey escapes from zoos and stuff. Like that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And then of course it turned out to be a racist website, and we felt horrible, and Jamie took the brunt of the responsibility.
Yeah, she said she was crying because she felt like she didn't do her job or something. We're like, Jamie, don't worry, it's an honest mistake.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
But I wanted to play a prank on Jamie and just act like my life was ruined and my career was ruined because of it. Like,
I'm shutting my channel down.
Yep. I wanted to play that, but I don't think I ever did. I can't remember.
So on Twitter a couple days ago, I read a really cool thing from a thing that's called like Life Tips or some shit like that, right? And they go, if you go visit the zoo, try to dress like the people that work there. They think that you're another employee trying to feed them. They'll come up and like play with you. And I thought that's absolutely ridiculous to go to the zoo, scope out the uniform, and try to replicate it just so that the monkeys will come play with you or whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's funny, ridiculous. I don't know who's that serious about petting monkeys.
It's also brilliant though.
And it's smart too, right?
Yeah.
This person responded, he's like, I work at the San Diego Zoo. That does not work. They know us. I'm like,
what a fucking douchebag!
I know. like imagine you're the new guy. You're the new guy, right? Okay, I just imagine the new guy bringing a bucket of like fish to like Shamu or some shit like that, right? And Shamu's like, I don't fucking know that person. No, that motherfucker's eating that fish. Get out of here. What kind of pretentious assholes like, oh, they know. They know. They would never just go to somebody else like that. You're silly.
The lion's just like, fuck this giant meat stick.
Yeah.
I'm not eating this.
That steak? I don't know you.
Where's Trevor at?
Yeah. I just thought it was so ridiculous. Though,
The fucking elephants are walking around with fucking like signs like "Bring Trevor back."
Yeah, I
only
know.
Take peanuts from him. Like they're out there protesting and shit.
I just thought it was so pretentious and assholes. And the crazy thing about it, though, is that when I responded to her, I went to their page, they weren't even following me. So it's just like somehow that came, I don't know, dude. I just thought it was ridiculous.
Dude, that's just great. That's so great. There's so many douchebags out there. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking about like douchebags, I hate when people die and then all of a sudden people are in love with them.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I've seen young kids that are like, Robin Williams had the best movies. I'm like, dude, you're like 18 years old. You've probably never seen a Robin Williams movie.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Like,
right.
You missed the time gap on there.
Dude.
Maybe, but...
Dude, Josh... Okay, Josh is much younger than us, okay? Josh, I think, is like 8 years younger than you and I. Mm-hmm. Josh will quote some shit from movies, and I'm like, you weren't born yet.
How do you know?
Yeah. How are you quoting Top Gun, bro?
But
you weren't born yet, and you're quoting Top Gun.
But I hate when people do that, like when someone dies and they like jump on the bandwagon. Mm-hmm. And Joan Rivers just passed away, and I was one of those like D-bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was never a big fan of Joan Rivers.
Okay, can I say what I liked about Joan Rivers? And this is going to sound super gay for me liking this.
Okay.
She did a show on E! Called Fashion Police.
Oh, that show is fucking hilarious.
Dude, hilarious. Because when she would go on there, everyone else would be like, yeah, they're wearing this. She looks so beautiful. And Joan Rivers, she's like, she looked like a fucking cum stain. Or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, she would go in on people, man. Like, go in hard. And it was hilarious.
Well, I was never really a big fan of Joan Rivers. Like, I didn't know much about her, right? But when she just died, I started, like, watching YouTube videos and, like, catching up on all her work. And I'm like, this bitch is hilarious. So now I'm kind of like one of the D-bags. Like, oh, yeah.
Well, what I got from Joan Rivers, like, I always thought she was funny, was that there'd be, like, every comedian that I liked would work with her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, imagine if you're a YouTube, like imagine like you're watching someone's YouTube videos and everybody you watch on YouTube works with this person, you're naturally going to give that person a chance and watch it. You know what I mean? Right. That was the same kind of thing. Like Louis C.K., Jim Jeffries, all these guys would like work with her.
Well, I actually seen a report somewhere and they said that Joan Rivers' style of comedy influenced like the comedy that we have today.
Yeah.
Like she would just like basically roast nonstop.
Yep.
And that's the style of comedy we have today. When she started, the community wasn't necessarily like that. So I think that's pretty awesome to have that type of effect on a whole generation.
Dude,
of
I love roasts. You remember my idea? I've said this before, and it can never happen.
Dude, there needs to be a COD celebrity roast. I'm down.
Why can't they have do that shit at MLG?
I'll be first. I'll let motherfuckers roast me. I'll be first. I'll be 001. I'm down. Like, come at me, bro.
Right.
I'm gonna murder everyone. You put me up on that stage with a mic, I'm gonna fucking murder everyone.
Well, can I tell my streaming story today? there's actually an end result to this. Okay.
Sure, you can say it.
All right. So obviously I do the streaming on Twitch. I'm streaming at the end of the streams. I like to send my people over to another stream. It's called a raid.
Yeah.
It's not negative. It's just like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you're doing something with a low audience, then all of a sudden just craziness in the chat, right? That's the idea.
Yeah.
So I looked on Twitch. Someone was like, why don't you just do it to someone not that you know, like a friend? Why don't you do it to someone that has like next to no viewers? So I go through, I find this Call of Duty Ghost. It's a girl. She has a face cam. She's streaming for 7 people. I'm like, bam, perfect. So spam in the chat. My 300 plus people go over to her chat and spam like, you're the greatest. You're awesome. Blade raid, right? She got pissed off about it. She was like, oh, who are these people? And like, I can't even read the chat. This is annoying. And she was like timing people out and stuff. And I'm like, why is this bitch ungrateful? Like, why is she ungrateful? Like, what the fuck? Like, I just gave you.
I don't understand it. Like, I don't get it. Like, some people will be like, I've seen people on YouTube like this too. They're like, can you stop subscribing to me? Like, I'm gonna block you. Like, I don't know you. This is for like my people.
Dude, I remember
like, they treat their YouTube channel like it's like a private group. Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
Like,
so the end of the story though is that she actually got in contact with me. And we ended up DMing each other, and she was like, yeah, so I've been harassed by some people recently. So to see a bunch of people in the stream, I thought that was the work of them. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I really appreciate you sending people over. Misunderstanding.
It's so fucking crazy.
I've had someone say, a real life friend call me and was like, hey, can you like blur out names, please? And I'm like, what happened? He's like, well, what happened was I uploaded a video, and during the gameplay, he signed on, right? And so it said sign on. So for whatever reason, a lot of people saw that. Like, it was in the first like 20 seconds of the video. A lot of people saw it and like tried to like friend request them and stuff like that.
Oh, and they got freaked out by it.
And they got really freaked out by it. And I'm like, sorry about that. Yeah, that's like one of the negatives about like being on my friends list.
You know what's crazy is that our fans are like getting older. We were downtown Buffalo. We went to a club last night, and this kid ran up to me, and he was like, Keemstar? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, freaks out. He's like, oh, Keemstar. And I just thought that was pretty fucking cool.
I've said this before. I'll say it again. If you ever see us out in public, come up, say hi, shake our hands. You're good to go.
Yeah. And why is it every time we go in public now, we're like, it's just insane, because for years I would never run into fans, and now it seems like every time we go out, like in a event area or public area, we run into someone. So, another thing I want to say is, for those of you that have like little podcasts or whatever, and you're like thinking about having like, bigger guests, feel free to invite me. And to segue, because I like doing podcasts, so if you have a smaller podcast and you want Keemstar on it, feel free. I will accept 99% of the time. So here's the thing. There was a podcast with a bunch of small COD commentators, and they all got together, and it was this girl that I followed on Twitter that she's kind of cool, and she had some problems, and I tried to help her out with it, and I tried to upload videos, try to give her some juice, try to help out everyone in the community as much as I can. If I know you, once I get to know you, I consider you a friend. I try to help you, right?
Right.
I've always been this way.
Good guy, Keem.
So I tried to help out this girl, give her a little promotion, whatever. She's running this podcast on her channel, a bunch of COD commentators, her, and Wings of Redemption.
Okay.
And she's telling this story, and she's like, I got so much hate on this video. That's what she's saying, right? Mm-hmm. I got so much hate on this video that even Keemstar was trying to help me out. And then Wings responded and was like, Keemstar's not a nice person. Keemstar's evil. Keemstar bought a network for like 200, just spewing all this bullshit that wasn't even real. He said that like anybody can buy a standard YouTube network. It's $200. Like that's
what?
That's complete fairyland shit. Like I don't know how that came out of his mouth, but he also said like, I will only associate with people that I can make money off of, and like all this other shit that I just use people. He's called me YouTube's banker. He said Keemstar's YouTube's banker.
This is the funny part to me, right? Okay, so this is an example of what Wings said. And I thought this was the most ridiculous example, because what I want you to do is put yourself in Keem's shoes when this happens, right? So Keem says he'll upload a video for someone, right? Like he'll do a nice thing, upload a video for someone. He's like, yeah, just to test him, make it so that he has to edit it. Like he goes, make it so that he has to make some kind of change or there's some problem with the video. And I'm like, that's an asshole thing to do to anybody. Of course he's not going to be fucking pumped about that. Hey, I'm going to upload a video to your channel. And when you give it to me and you're like, yeah, just go ahead and just cut out what you don't like. What? No, give me a video to upload. I'll do it for you. But why does that make you a bad guy?
For those of you that might be lost right now, what Blade's saying is that Wings basically told them, yeah, if Keemstar has a community channel and you want to upload to it, here's a test to find out if Keemstar's a good guy. Make it so he has to edit your video.
What? That's ridiculous. Anybody would not be happy about that.
I mean, obviously, I'd be like, well, this is kind of fucked up. I got to edit this video.
Or like add on an intro. I think he like alluded like add on an intro or some shit like that. And it's just like, well, who wants to do that? Who, what?
I don't understand you, Wings. Like, seriously, like, okay, me and Wings need to have a debate. I said this on Twitter, and here's the thing. Wings tries to pull this thing. He's like, oh, well, I'm not going to give you attention. Wings, everyone that's ever been subscribed to you knows who the fuck I am, bro. Like, we can't look at subscribers anymore and, you know, figure out, like, who's known and who's not known. Everyone knows who the fuck I am. They might not like me.
And plus, how is he going to gain subscribers? You have a YouTube channel now.
Yeah, I'm not going to gain anything from a debate with you. It's fucking me stepping down to your level, Wings, bro. Like, you're okay. I know you hear this every day, bro, and it's probably really annoying, and this probably makes you a little bit emotional, but we just got to put facts where facts are. Your channel's fucking dying. I'm making new channels and they're like getting to 100K subs in like a couple months. Like, trust me, you're not going to be giving me any juice from doing this debate.
So here's the thing, dude. A lot of people have been asking me. They've been bugging me. It's about 1/10 the amount of people that bug me to when's the next BadKidCast. They keep on going, Blade, are you going to be on PKA 200? Like, they ask me that probably every day, like once or twice, right? And I was thinking about this. I'm like, Wings isn't on PKA.
How are they going to let you back?
How are they going to let me on there? And I have no ill will towards any of those guys. I mean, I think I called Lefty boring one time or whatever, but like, I don't have any like negative things.
Lefty got kicked off the show.
Oh, well, yeah, they don't even. Okay, so what?
There's nobody left.
What is it? Fucking Sons of Anarchy over there? It's gonna be what is
Woody.
It's gonna be Woody left. I'm gonna hold on to the show,
dude. The last episode of PKA, I swear to God, will be Woody and his son Colin. That'll be the last episode.
The last remaining.
When that thing runs dead, Woody will be the only one left. You know, he'll have everyone else kicked off.
So in answer to your questions, guys, am I going to be on PK 200? If Wings isn't going to be on there, I highly doubt Woody's going to reach out to me to be on there. So I don't know. I'm down to be on the show if they want me, but like I'm not going to like cry about it, you know?
But I mean, okay, so just I got to say a few more things about this Wings thing. Like, this dude wished me death. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I remember
this
that.
motherfucker wished me death. All right. This dude keeps on talking about my mother. Like, we had a talk, me and Wings, like a year and a half ago, and I was like, dude, stop saying stuff about my mom. You know my mom has passed away and died. Right. Like, you know, like the thing is like when someone tells me that they like banged my mom on the internet, they don't know that my mom died. Right? Wings knows this, and he keeps like taking these digs about my mom, and I'm like, bro, you know my mom passed away. All right. So that was like one thing that I talked about, and he keeps on doing it to this day. Then he wished me death. You know, did I already say that?
Yeah. You mentioned it before.
So like, it's just been this big long run of him just constantly spewing shit at me. When he got kicked off of PKA, we defended him. You know, we were like, dude, why? Like, he is PKA. Yeah. I've said nothing but nice stuff about this dude for a full year, and he just keeps spewing bullshit again.
Wings, I remember the Wasteland video when you brought up the topic of possibly coming up with a podcast that you were going to start with Woody and Kyle.
Okay. Like, come on, bro. Like, you need to have this debate, or at least come on this podcast or something. Like, we need to talk about it. You're not going to give me any juice. Like, it's not... Get that out of your mind, right?
Wings, I've known you since you showed me a submission to watch this gaming that you felt should have got in there. Like, I know you, bro. Like, come on. Like, I don't understand all this like negative energy that you have towards. I feel like there's negative energy towards me. Like you mention my name, but don't mention my name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You will mention me on Twitter or whatever, but you won't at me.
I actually respect the dude as like one of the OGs of the community, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm always going to respect him for that. And that's probably why I respond. Like, there's other people that say shit about me, but they're like this new gen. Like, I don't give a fuck.
They're the freshmen.
Yeah, they have way more subs than Wings, but it doesn't matter. Like, I give respect to him because he's an OG, right?
Right.
And maybe I need to just look at you like, you know, a Ken Burton or something. I don't know. Like, maybe it's, I don't know. I think you should do this debate with me. And listen, if you want to host it on your channel, or if you think you're going to give me whatever, like, I'll host it on my channel. If that's not good enough, I know White Boy will host it. Like, I know White Boy will be the referee in the Keemstar Wings debate. So, you know, I don't know. Like, this thing needs to happen. Me and you need to have this talk. I have been trying to get redemption for Wings of Redemption for 2 years, setting up the rematch of Wings of Redemption and Syndicate. Like, giving you a chance. That was the critical moment, bro, in your channel. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying the facts and how I see it. The critical moment is when you lost to Syndicate. You started going down. Syndicate blew up and became a star. I've been trying to get that rematch for you for 2 years, and every time I do that, you take it as me attacking you. I'm trying to help you. But whatever. We'll get into that in a debate if it happens. On that note, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back after this. And we are back.
Bam.
Finally, there were some audio issues. We got them all fixed.
I was talking. All of a sudden, I couldn't hear myself. Card corrupted.
Card didn't read.
Bad news bears.
Did you just break that chair?
No.
I heard crackety.
I just moved it forward a little bit.
Oh, okay. Get a real job, Blade.
Oh, yeah. Get a real job.
Get a real job.
I'd say once every 2 days someone tells me get a real job, and I'm just like, why? Like,
what the fuck is a real job?
yeah.
Like, what?
If something that you're doing pays your bills and you work at it, that's a job. Like, that's definition of a job. So
I don't understand that.
like, you don't go to a sporting event and being like, oh, fucking dribbling up and down the court, LeBron. Get a real job, LeBron James. Be an accountant like a boring person. What? That's what it is. That they hate their job or they hate their life, and they see someone who's having fun making a living out of it, the struggle, the hustle with that, and they say, get a real what? Why? So I can be like you? You're fucking boring. That's why no one likes you.
Yeah. So many people try to be YouTubers and gaming entertainers and fail. And I think it's like, here's the main thing, and I don't want to sound like snobbish, right? I don't want to sound snobbish, but to all the people out there that just like think like, okay, I'm going to get a capture card. I'm going to talk over gameplay. I'm going to be the next big thing. Mm-hmm. No. Like, when I call this gaming entertainment because it's gaming entertainment. Like, you're in the entertainment biz just like a comedian, just like an actress, just like a singer, just like any professional entertainer. That's what this is. And you have to be able to entertain, and not all people can do that.
People think it's a cake that you bake. Oh, just get some recording equipment, a little camera, and just put it in the oven for 45 minutes, and whatever comes out, everyone wants to buy it. No. If this podcast sucked, you guys wouldn't be bugging us every week for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If this podcast sucked, you just wouldn't listen.
Well, a lot of people nowadays, they know they're not entertaining, right? So what they do is they do like news, like, oh, there's a new GTA update, and like, you know, now they're like trying to do the T. Martin Allier method of doing YouTube, where like, I got a new tip, guys, and like,
okay,
that stuff's good and everything.
If there's like a topical thing, like let's say you're playing GTA and you're like, holy shit, sticky bombs are expensive. I need to find out how to make more money in GTA.
Right.
That was me typing. Type it in, and it's some kid going, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, so this is the new money glitch thing, and this is how you do it. What you're going to want to do is you want to get a friend to stand here, and then like unplug your Xbox and light it on fire. Like, okay, once you do that, I've had to look stuff like that up, and I've had to listen to about 40 different commentaries of that.
Yeah.
I've not subscribed once to any of them. I've never been like, oh, that's witty. I'm really interested in this.
They know that too. They know no one's going to subscribe to them. That's why they do the news.
I know, but they're begging for that hot subscribe.
And I know someone could come at me and be like, well, Keemstar, you do the fucking news. Like, you know, you do, you know, the gaming news or whatever with Drama Alert. Yeah, but the thing is like, other people have attempted to do what I do and they fail. And I think, you know, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but you have to be somewhat of an entertainer. You have to present it in a certain way. You have to be entertaining, you know, and not everyone has that ability. So I don't know how we got in this subject. So
well, people have been hit. Here's another thing I want to
like. Imagine going to an NFL football player and being like, get a real job. Now here's the thing. That motherfucker's an athlete. He's the best of his sport. When you're saying this to a YouTuber, they're entertainers. They're the best of, you know, what you got there. They don't need real jobs.
Now, here's the thing. Now, when I deal with hate or deal with like a shitty person, I figure, okay, well, I guess you don't like me. No sweat off my back.
Right.
That's how I feel, right? Because what we do, like what I do, is free entertainment, right? Now, every once in a while, I get in a situation where someone's actually paying me. And it's a different dichotomy. It's a different relationship.
Oh, yeah. Like when people come at me on Twitter and they're like, yeah, fuck you, whatever, and I block them or I talk shit back to them, people are stunned. They're amazed. They're like, how dare you talk to your fans? I'm like, well, first of all, he's not a fan. Like, he was just told me to go suck a dick and die in hell, right?
Yeah.
He's not a fan, so I don't give a fuck. I talk shit back and I blocked him. What's the issue? But he's your subscriber. But he's subscribed. I put out content for free. If that dude was paying every month to watch my videos, fuck yeah, I'd give him the time of day. Why would you like me to suck a dick? What's wrong with you, sir?
I had a Twitch a donation, right?
Okay.
$20. Okay. In the little thing at the bottom, he says, "Hey, fat ass, stop playing video games and go to the gym." But he donated me $20. And so I can't really be mad at him. I'm like, hey, you know, that's a good idea. I should hit the gym. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I took it. But it's like, you're paying me so I can kind of like, yeah, like that's how the world works.
Now, if you would have just said that, you probably
if you would have just said
blocked.
that, if you would have just said that, I was like, well, you're negative energy. Get the fuck out of here. But you want to fundraise that spearhead thing? Go for it.
Yeah, it's so weird. I really do think the audience should respect free entertainment, you know? And I think a lot of times they do. You know, you'll come across
You know what I
fans.
hate? You know what I hate? I hate when someone says some crazy shit to you. You say some crazy shit back, and the person's like, bro, what the fuck? I'm only 7. You said some crazy shit. How am I supposed to know you're only 7? That's what you should do. If you ever want to say some crazy shit to me,
That's
just
happened to me so many times.
say some crazy shit to me, and at the end, and leave enough characters in your tweet to be like, by the way, I'm only 7. Because then, how the fuck would I know? Then your mom didn't raise you right.
Yeah, I run into this situation a lot. Like, someone will start shit with me on Twitter, and I'll be going back and forth, and then like one of their last messages will be like, why are you sitting here arguing with a 13-year-old? Because you started talking shit, and how the fuck am I supposed to know how old you are?
Right?
Like, what the fuck? You're a grown man fighting with a 13. How the fuck?
You started it.
I know. It's got to be some. People need to be accountable.
I know.
People need to be accountable. I've had so many people lie about me and say a bunch of really negative stuff, like YouTubers or whatnot, about me. And here's the thing: I've said a lot of shit about a lot of people, but it's true. Like,
right.
there's factual stuff about it, you know. And if I do say something about someone and it's a lie and it's wrong, like a good example, FusiTube. We did a story where like the dude was like, you know, faked a prank. Well. Right. We were wrong. It wasn't fake, or at least what the proof that we had showed that it wasn't fake. So I uploaded an apology. Right. You know, I said, we got this story wrong. You know, and that should be just how everyone should strive to be. But I just see so much bullshit.
Right.
People have no problem just flat out making videos and lying about other people. It's insane. No fucking issue whatsoever. Yeah, Keemstar, yep, he raped a child in 1935. True story.
Right. Jesus.
Happened right down the road here in Conway.
Damn.
I swear to God, I saw it. He's a bad person, I'm telling you. He only wants to give you candy to use you. Don't trust Keemstar.
Such a horrible, horrible person. Don't think he's doing... Okay, we gotta stop. We gotta stop.
He ain't doing you any favors giving you those Jolly Ranchers. Trust me, little boy.
Don't get a broken down car near him. Keem will use his AAA. There's strings attached. He'll bring that back up later on. Remember that time I helped you with your car? Don't sell your soul to the devil. Don't mess with Keem.
Keemstar will only give you a favor to take a favor. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
He'll keep that in his back pocket.
One time I loaned Keemstar a pencil, and he came back within 24 hours and asked for a magic fucking marker. Fuck that guy.
We gotta stop, bro. We gotta stop, man. He wanted a pencil and a half back. He said, this eraser's all nubbed down.
One time I done let Keemstar borrow my pickup truck, and he used the gas. Fucking burned it for real.
Burned it.
He's a user and abuser.
He didn't even adjust the seats back. I had to spend all this time recline back.
You know how much time I wasted fucking with Keemstar? I'm telling you.
You should see some of the Skype logs. Minutes upon minutes of my time wasted. I could have been making a video right there. Just bad news bears, just bad guy.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. Okay, we can't. We got to stop.
So,
Bam.
there's a new game coming out. What are you thinking? Advanced Warfare going to be good?
Yeah, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. There's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to like it because it's not the same old Call of Duty. But at the same time, those same people would say, we want a new Call of Duty.
I think I'm going to get a pro team for 2015.
Bam.
I'm going to find a way, get a pro team.
This MLG stuff and the pro team and the competitive scene, it's not a fad. It's the real deal now.
Yeah,
so my views on it have changed.
It's blowing up. It's fucking huge. So I think I'm going to launch a team 2015 season. Really excited for it. I would love to bring the name Thrust back, but I'm in the early stages of just trying to put everything together. So I'm excited about that. And when there's more why am I? I've been stuttering so much.
How many
lately.
glasses do you have?
Well, glasses of what?
Sunglasses?
Oh shit! I don't know. 30.
Okay,
I have about 20 expensive ones.
Yeah.
Like $100 each.
Okay, honestly, I think that you do the glasses thing, the sunglasses thing, the way I do the shoe thing.
Well, see, here's the thing. When I was younger and I would go out, I always wore sunglasses no matter what. And I didn't wear your average black sunglasses.
Yeah.
They would be glowing white. And that's what I DJ'd with too. And, it's peacocking. It's sticking out. Those fucking white sunglasses look ridiculous.
Right.
But you also, when you're standing next to a bunch of dudes...
you stand out.
All you see is the white sunglasses, right? You're just looking at the white sunglasses. And I don't mean because it's glowing in the dark or anything. I'm saying it's the thing that attracts eyeballs, right? So pro tip to all you young males out there, if you are trying to go out for the night and you're going to try to meet some random ladies, make sure one article of clothing that you have on is fucking ridiculous.
Can I say something real quick?
Trust me. Pro tip.
That is good, okay? I'm not the type of dude that likes to go out and get some drinks and go on the dance floor and rave, okay?
Right.
It's not my scene, okay? When I go out, I like to go to a bar and just a pub or a bar or whatever, something like that, right? Where the main focus activity is the drinking, right? Going downtown and going clubbing and stuff like that, there's so many things I dislike about it that I don't like going.
Oh, I love it.
I don't like the crowdedness. I don't like the expensive drinks. I don't like the fact that you can't talk to people. It's just not my scene.
I miss the dance floor. I can't wait to break it. I make them dance. So, I don't know. I don't like the bar scene either, though, because then you have the opposite of that, and you have really fucking old people and really stupid people.
Yeah.
Okay, people my age are retarded. I do not like people my age. What they'll do is they'll go to the jukebox at the bar and they'll be like, I want to listen to some Johnny Cash.
Right.
All right. I want to listen to some fucking Guns N' Roses. Maybe that's not even a good example, but they'll listen to some fucking emo shit. I get it. You're older now and you like to listen to this type of music or whatever in your own home, and you think it's got a good message and it's poetic. I get it. Right. You're an adult now, but we're out here drinking. This is a party scene.
Okay.
Like, where it has to be party music.
Everyone's
Like,
okay.
you can't be like, I don't want to hear that
Whenever I
N-bomb stuff.
go to
you can't be like that.
Whenever I go to the bar and there's like somebody there and they're like, I just had a really shitty day. I just need to get out and get some drinks. I had a really shitty day. They didn't go out to party. They went out to feel bad for themselves. Say, pour me, bartender, pour me another drink. Okay.
I had another drink today.
Like dude, someone played
just to feel the pain.
Yeah, shit like that. Well, you know that. Remember that song that was popular? The somebody that I used to know.
No, not that one. Vernpipe.
Vernpipe?
What's that Vernpipe song? It's a really fucking emo song.
Whatever. Just song.
We were only freshmen.
Yeah, shit like that, right? Okay. They'll go out and feel bad or sad or whatever, but it's just like, no, I like to go out to celebrate. Let's say we have a fucking awesome podcast, I had an awesome stream, or something was fucking cool. I'm feeling good with my friends. Let's go out.
Anything good that happens to me on YouTube, like any successful thing, I'm calling up Blade. I'm like, this happened today. It's awesome. Let's go have a drink. Like, drinking is about celebrating life. It's not about feeling bad about life. Like, how do people not know that? Drinking is celebration. That's all it is. That's all it'll ever be. Like, you can't turn it into something horrible, right?
Yeah, that would suck. Why are you making it be like? Why would you make it associated with sucking? Like
I don't understand when people get fired. They'll get fired from their job and they'll be like, "We're going out." What? Why? Why don't you like stay home and look for another job? Like,
right.
When you get the new job, celebrate and be like, "Hey, I got a new job.
Get that first paycheck.
Let's go out." Right.
Right.
Like, instead, these motherfuckers will get fired from the job and then they'll like go home or go to the bar, or whatever. Put fucking depressing music in the jukebox. You know, my name is Jenny. And I crowdfunded my abortion. Yeah. We were only freshmen.
And the thing is that like 99% of the world, okay, they're on this thing where they're 2 weeks to a month ahead, right? And what I mean by that is you need to work at a job for however long you work at it. And what you get paid on the first is what happened 15 or 20 days prior.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not like you go to work and make money that day. Some service industry jobs do that. For the most part, you do that. Now, if you lose a job, you still have a full paycheck.
Yeah.
You still have a full paycheck. But then by the time the next one comes around, nothing's there. That's when people get fucked up.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, well, I've been lucky. I will say this. From the time that I got out of high school until present day, I've never been able to not get a job.
Yeah.
Anytime that I needed a job, I had a job. If I lost a job, I did lose a couple jobs.
How can you not convince someone that you would be the shit for whatever they need you to do?
But that's the thing, right? And the reason why I always had a job is because it didn't matter what the job was. Mm-hmm. There was an interview, and I'm a fucking, like, I sell. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I sell. Like, I'm a marketer, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was a marketer until I got into the YouTube scene and understood like what my skills were. But I've always been this person.
Okay. Just look at everyone in the world around you, okay? Obviously, there's going to be some people that are better than you. But you're also better than a lot of people. So just think that you're fucking good.
I've given this advice 1,000 times, and I'll still give this advice. When you go into an interview, don't tell motherfuckers about you.
Yeah.
Lie.
Yep.
Tell them about some superhero that has the same name as you. Like, you don't go into an interview and you're like, yeah, my name is Tim, and I had a paper route, and I'm just looking for something to, you know, make a little bit more money, something more stable, you know, work a little bit more hours. I hope you hire me.
I've gotten into jobs and they say, what are you looking for this? I'm like, I'm looking for your job, bro.
And don't...
I'm looking to get you promoted and for me to take your spot.
How Timmy should have handled that situation is Timmy should have came in and been like, exactly like, yeah, I'm looking for your job. I want to make this company as much money as possible. Mm-hmm. I want to do this job efficient. I want to be in management one day. I want to do above and beyond because I'm not here to lose. I'm here to win, and I'm looking for a team. So if you want me as a teammate, let's go win a championship. You say that shit to a guy that's about to hire you, you're hired.
Yeah. I said that shit in an interview. I said, he's like, what are you looking to gain out of this? I'm like, honestly, I'm looking to have your job. And when you're moving up the ranks, they're going to be like, you hire this fucking straight shooter? Yeah, promoted.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. Here's the other fucking thing that people don't understand, right? I knock on college a lot, and this is why. If you're going to college to be a lawyer or a doctor or something like that where you like need that degree, good for you.
Yeah.
But if you're going for like just a normal job and you have some college degree and you think you're getting in because you have a college degree, people don't hire people for what they have on paper. That doesn't work in the real world. You don't understand that yet because you haven't tried to go get a job.
Yep.
That piece of paper, that little certificate, means fucking nothing. What means something is who you are and how you act and how you present yourself. And that's the only reason why motherfuckers are getting hired.
I just came up with a really good analogy. Let's say you are a Call of Duty player and you've been playing Call of Duty you went through the Call of Duty college system, okay?
Yep.
Now, the thing that you're trying to do now is Halo. Yeah, you may have some first-person shooter experience, but you haven't played Halo yet? You have no Halo experience. That's the same kind of concept.
Yeah.
So you going through college, and like Keem said, if you have to be a doctor or anything that really requires college stuff, that's totally different. But just the mere fact that you went through the steps of like going to college with no work experience, then they're like saying, okay, well, you have to restart a different game.
You got to understand is like, okay, when I'm trying to talk to someone, I try to put myself in their shoes, and I've always tried to put myself into the guys hiring me shoes, and I'm thinking, you're like, okay, this guy wants people underneath him that will make him look good.
Exactly.
All right?
Exactly.
Right? If he hires this motherfucker that's like out of college and that has like all these degrees and shit, he's creating a problem for himself because motherfuckers with that piece of paper think they're better than everyone else. Mm-hmm. And then he's going to like, that's a fucking situation. He's going to be like, I went to school for this and I know how to do this. And there's going to be debate and conflict. They don't want that. The guy that's hiring you wants you to like for you to be cool and easy to work with and a hard worker. That's all they want.
Yeah.
100% of the time. So again, this does not apply to like if you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer or something that you absolutely need the license for. Like that's
a lot of times managers, the best thing you could possibly do is to literally be zero maintenance to them, just perform what you need to be, and they'll recognize that and bring you up. But if they constantly have to deal with you or constantly have to fucking baby you or fucking walk you through shit, they're going to hate it.
Like last night, like I was like, I just think college is like a bad idea. And this girl was like, well, I'm going to college. I go, what are you going to school for? To be a nurse. I go, well, that's fucking different. You need to go to school for that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying fucking just walk in there and be like, okay, Mr. Thompson, would you like to get stabbed in the arm with a couple needles?
Yeah.
I did this once on my friend who's a heroin addict. I think it'll work.
But what you're doing is you're going to nursing school to learn how to be a nurse.
Yeah.
Okay? If you're a Harvard graduate and you go someplace to be a mechanic, it's like, okay, well, that's cool that you're a Harvard graduate, but do you know anything about fucking cars?
When it comes to math, like I'm retarded,
Mm-hmm.
all right? And I'm just really fucking bad at math. I can never like get into it. Like it doesn't interest me. Like history interests me. Like I'm
the
excited.
opposite. I'm the other way around.
But when math, like I don't give a fuck if this number means that number. Like I don't, like someone else can do that. Like this is the micromanaging of learning that I want nothing to do with, right? But anyhow, when I like went into community college, like I was fine, you know, smart, everything worked, like got the class I want. But they were like, you're retarded in math. So you need to like take classes in order to get this degree. Like I had to take high school classes basically in math in college in order to get like whatever. So I started taking it, right? And I like started really paying attention, and they're doing like algebra and shit, like basic stuff. And I'm just like, no, like I'm quitting college. I quit college. I was like, I'm not doing math. I want to do stuff that I want to learn. Like,
yeah.
And that's the other thing I don't understand. Like if you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer, obviously they're going to teach you how to do that profession. But when you go for like business or you go for like, I don't know, maybe business is a bad example, but if you go to like, I think I went to communications or what is it called? Radio and broadcasting or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that's what I went to college for. That's the degree I was trying to get. And they were like, oh yeah, you need to step up your math. Why? Like I'm trying to be on the radio one day. Like that was my idea at the time when I was young and going, I was going to be on the radio one day, right?
Right.
That was my thought process. Am I going to be on the radio being like, well, if you take so-and-so times so-and-so and you divide it by... No! Like, what the fuck? Like, why? In order for me to get this degree, I must learn something that doesn't interest me and doesn't pertain to me. And that's just how all college is set up, and it's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So, good podcast.
Great podcast.
Thank you guys for listening. Again, if you are interested in sponsoring the show, hit us up on Twitter. Just say, I want to sponsor BadKidCast. I'm trying to promote this. We'll talk to you. We'll send you a PayPal. We'll get it situated, and you'll be promoted on the next BadKidCast. See you, motherfuckers.
Peace.